Happy summer solstice, everyone. Welcome to our virtual ritual. We are very excited to have Axel with us today as we start to slowly incorporate more folks in. Based on the square footage of our house and the current CDC recommendations, we can have one additional person over for church. So thank you very much for coming and praying with us. And because we got Axel to come, we have added more music back into the service today. So hope you're in the mood for some tunes. Housekeeping things, if you would like to make your own offerings while we are making offerings here, please make sure that you have those things assembled. Make sure you have your own glass of water or whatever beverage you'd like when we do the return flow so that you can share in the blessings with us. There aren't any other special instructions. I'll stall for another 30 seconds or so, so anyone who left to go and grab those cups of water can do so. You know, it's an exciting time. There's usually a lot of people that attend this ritual with us. We have folks who have birthdays, and we have folks who have anniversaries in our folk right now, who would normally celebrate with us. So our hearts and love goes out to those folks, and we wish you all the blessings in the world. So if everyone is ready, I would like to start with a grounding and centering. So find yourself a comfortable place to sit or stand as you see fit. If you'd like, you may close your eyes at any point, but just breathe with me. Breathe in, fill your lungs with clean air, and exhale and feel yourself beginning to relax. Feel your shoulders drop, feel your neck release any tension, feel your jaw release, stop gritting your teeth. Let your face relax and just breathe. Be present with your body. Just feel yourself in your own skin. Close your eyes if you'd like. And as you breathe, imagine that you're standing on nice, firm soil. Breathe in, and on your next exhale, feel roots as they leave from your feet, stretching down past the rocks, past the clay, past all the bones and things that live in the bosom of the Earth Mother. Feel your roots go down and down until they reach the waters below. When you breathe, feel those waters rise up through your roots to begin to fill you with the chaos of potential and the power of the Earth Mother, the cleansing waters deep beneath the earth. As you exhale, feel yourself letting go of the impurities that are within you, and feel yourself filling up with the pure water as it fills all the cracks and crevices and places where you've been sad and hurt and harmed, bringing you healing and peace, even if just for a while. Feel yourself filling more fully until the waters reach all the way up through to the top of your head, spilling over and running down the outside of your body, making you a fountain of the power of the earth. Standing there perfectly rooted and in sync with the Earth Mother, send your sights up to the heavens and find above you a star that shines directly onto you, a beam of light piercing the top of your head with a tingling power, the power of the heavens. Feel it as it mixes and mingles with those waters and begins coursing down through you, filling you with the power of the heavens and the sky, filling you with the inspiration, the wisdom, and the vision of those beings who live in the upper realms. Feel yourself connected fully to the sky as you are to the earth. And from this place, you stand fully at the center, as one with the universe and those around you. Let that sit within you. Let the waters and the light mix and swirl within you, bringing you peace, bringing you contentment, filling you with purpose and comfort. And when you are ready, let the light go back up into the heavens and the waters begin to flow back down, taking away anything else that you were holding on to, letting it go, letting the Earth Mother take those things, filling you with the potential to move forward in magic and light as we begin today's service. You may open your eyes when you're ready. Breathe in the clean air. Hopefully you'll feel your shoulders are lighter and you're more focused and ready to do this work. I promised singing. Summer solstice. It's usually a time of celebration, a time for us to be outside with our friends, lighting our fires, witnessing the growth of all of the plants that are getting ready to come to fruition, with all the little flowers that are slowly starting to turn into little tiny plants in our gardens. Even though we can't share in that together in person, we can share in that in this space. Let's open our hearts. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the waves be open. Sing through my We begin, as we always do, by making offerings to the First Nations people, to the Arapaho and the Ute, specifically in this area, to the many tribes whose names have been lost as the victors have covered all of their time. We make these offerings to these ancestors, the first true children of the Earth Mother in this space. We thank you for the names that you've left behind, for the mountains and the streams, for the rocks and the trees and the plants. We thank you for teaching us what it looks like to be in right relationship. And we thank you for continuing to invest in us and allowing us to learn that we can one day, hopefully, make up for the terrible things that have been done to you. Join us round our fire, be welcome in this space, and accept our offerings. So say we all.
So say we all.
We make offerings now to inspiration. In song. Join us in this space. Be welcomed by our fire, silver our tongues, and honey our words, that every prayer we speak may be received as a gift. Inspiration, accept our offerings.
Inspiration, accept our offerings.
We call out now to the Earth Mother, known in this place as Colorado, known by many names in many places. We call now to the red-colored earth who upholds us in this space, providing water and nutrients to all the roots of the plants that give us sustenance, upholding us in this time when things feel chaotic, firm and strong, our foundation and strength. Earth Mother, accept our offerings.
Earth Mother, accept our offerings.
All right. The waters support and surround us. The land extends about us. The sky stretches out above us. At our center burns a living flame. May all the kindreds bless us. May our worship be true. May our actions be just. And may our love be pure. Blessings, honor, and worship to the holy ones. Let us create our sacred center. Aligned and in the center. Feel yourself connected to that which is below. Feel yourself connected to that which is above us. Feel yourself connected to that which is around us. In this space, we call out to the MAGpie. We make offerings to you of blue and black and white. Sacred corvid, known to be drawn to shiny things, like this 12 fire here, who like to play and to just be vibrant and outside, which is something we desperately need right now. We call to you to come join us in this space. Sacred MAGpie, We ask that you accept these offerings that we give to you and open the ways between, that our words and deeds may carry and echo throughout the realms as we make offerings to the kindreds on this day. Sacred Magpie, accept our offerings.
Sacred Magpie, accept our offerings.
Magpie, join your magic with ours. May the well sink down deep and open as a gate to the underworld. May the fire rise on high and open as a gate to the upper realms. May the tree hold fast the ways between and open as a gate in the middle realm. By our will and by our words, let the gates be opened.
Let the gates be open.
And feel now within yourself the last bit of resolve, the last things that have anchored you outside of ritual space, opening as a flower, that your heart may be ready to receive. Let us make offerings to the kindreds. Now your ancestors as they join you in this space, those of body and blood, those of heart and wisdom and teaching, those who have impacted your lives in this space. Feel them as they join you. Feel also your allies in the middle realm as they come beside you, drawn by the warmth and light of our fire, those who guide and guard us, those who are our companions and who help us in our yards, bring us peace and harmony with the world around us. And feel now your allies among the deities, the gods, goddesses, and beings of the upper realms, as they join you in this space, prepared to do this work today and to further build the relationships that we have kindled in this space. Kindreds all, accept our offerings.
Kindreds all, accept our offerings.
It's a weird summer. A lot of the plans that we've made have been canceled with no hope of rescheduling them. The full moon of this month was the joyful moon, and honestly, we were having a hard time finding things to be joyful about. Gratitude, yes, there's a lot to be grateful for, but joy is not always very easy to find, especially in the face of so many things that are painful and hurting us and those around us in our community and in our greater society. It's been difficult. You know, my kids, they're not coming this summer. The older two are staying in Ohio for the entire summer, and my youngest is actually home with us. Usually we send the youngest back to be with his siblings, and then at the end of the summer, I get all three of them for a couple of weeks. Timmy was not happy with this because those of you who know him know he loves his siblings very much. But I decided that it would be good for us both to commit to taking a hike somewhere. We're going to do a different trail every weekend, just to be outside and to share in each other's company and to try to break up the monotony of being at home. One of the things that we learned the first day when we made it halfway through the trail and had to come home is that we've both been spending quite a bit of time inside and not getting the exercise that we need, which has probably been adding to some of our lethargy and difficulty in finding joy. The second week was better. We finished the whole trail, and it was actually during that hike that I wanted to share this story with you today. You see, usually I only go hiking when the kids are here because I don't like to hike alone, and Reverend William has COPD, and so hiking in mountain trails is difficult for him. So I usually miss a lot of the flowering plants that Colorado has to show at this time of year. And I was taking pictures. I was stopping probably every 10 or 20 feet to take pictures of things, and Timmy really was just such a trooper. He started pointing out things for me to take pictures of because he was enjoying just taking notice of things. We went into a ranger who was trying to show us where a rattlesnake was, actually. So it was very exciting. When we were on the back, probably the back third of the trail, I noticed a little tiny blue flower. It had the stem about this tall with little leaves, and there was a single blossom at the top. And it was completely covered on one side by a bush, and on the other side there were some other smaller plants. It was the only splash of color in that space. And at first glance, it looked so lonely sitting there. There were no other plants around it. I mean, it had a good radius of nothing before the other plants started. And it was dark. It was in the shadow of this big bush on the side. And I was sad at first when I looked at it because it was so alone. And as I was walking, even though I was taking pictures of beautiful cacti and so many other flowers I don't know the names of, I kept thinking about that flower, and it was etched in my head. And I realized the reason that flower made me sad is because that flower is me. You know, I've been through a lot of my own solitude, we'll call it, when I felt very alone. But that flower is thriving. It is surrounded by a community of plants. It's delicate and it's small. And so this bush that's giving it shade and shelter is actually keeping it safe in the windy storms that you get on the mountains here in Colorado, sometimes 60 miles per hour, and it could totally destroy it. And I feel that in my life. I feel that even though I've been spending so much time by myself in my house, or driving alone to work and sitting in my office with my mask on, trying to make sure that we all keep each other safe, I'm still surrounded by a beautiful community that is keeping a delicate flower like me sheltered and safe. And so During this time when we feel very far apart, please know that you are in our hearts. We pray for you all the time, and though we don't get to see you, you are always protected and sheltered in any way that we can, and we love you very much. We make offerings on this day to the sun, shining high in the sky on this, the longest day, bringing the light into even the smallest cracks to make sure that everything is illuminated. We thank you for your brilliance, for the energy that you bring so that our food may grow, for the warmth that exists outside, hopefully that can travel into our hearts as well, and for guiding us through this hot time of the year. Sacred Son, accept our offerings.
Sacred Son, accept our offerings.
Now we make one final offering in this space, in your heart, in your mind. Just reflect for a moment on how you found shelter, on how you have been supported, even when you feel alone. Hold that gratitude in your heart and the offerings that you have given through heart and hand. Hold those intentions solidly and join us as we give them away. Kindreds all, accept our offerings.
Kindreds all, accept our offerings.
Let us take an omen to see what blessings the kindreds have for us in return. May the true sight be upon you. May you see clearly what it is the kindreds wish for us to know, and speak clearly that we may understand. So be it.
So be it. Though the journey is long and difficult, know that we are protected. This I have seen.
Well, that's comforting. Thank you very much. It helps me remember what you said when I can see the symbols. The blessing cup, as many of you have heard me say before, is my favorite part in the ritual. because this is the part that fully connects us tangibly in this moment. When we join our minds and hearts and receive the blessings, we share in that experience together in a way that we can take from this space out into the world and share it with our communities. Water is sacred. There's a finite amount of water in this world. New water only comes to us from stars as they enter our atmosphere and melt. But this water we have set aside. Take up your cup with me. This water we call into service to hold our blessings. For as we make offerings into the fire and into the well, that they may be transformed into a form that's usable by the kindreds, so too do we ask that these blessings that the kindreds have for us be transformed into a form that we can use. Hold your vessel in front of you. Shining ones, we ask you now to pour forth your blessings from the cup of inspiration. Shining ones, please give us the waters.
Shining ones, please give us the waters.
We call now to the noble kin and ask that you please fill this vessel from the spring of renewal. Noble kin, please give us the waters.
Noble kin, please give us the waters.
And we call to the ancestors who've gone before us and ask that you fill this vessel from the well of wisdom. Ancestors, please give us the waters.
Ancestors, please give us the waters.
Blessings flow through us, sustain us, renew us. Behold the waters of life. Behold the waters of life. The waters of life. Feel free to pass your cup around if you're not at home by yourself. We share blessings with our ancestors that they may know no thirst in the afterworld. With those who could not be here and with those who would not be here. May blessings find you. So be it. Sacred and shining sun, for illuminating us, for warming us, for helping our plants to grow, and being with us this day and always. Sacred and shining sun, we thank you.
Sacred and shining sun, we thank you.
Shining gods, goddesses, and deities on high, noble kin who stand beside us, and ancestors who've gone before us, for all your aid we offer you our full honor and thanks. Kindreds all, we thank you.
Kindreds all, we thank you.
Sacred MAGpie, for opening these ways, for guiding and guarding us between the realms, we make this final offering to you. MAGpie, we thank you.
MAGpie, we thank you.
Join your magic with ours once more. May the well be but water. May the fire be but flame. May all be as it was, save for the work that we have done here this day. By our will and by our words, let the gates be closed.
Let the gates be closed.
Spirit of inspiration, for honeying our words and silvering our tongues, we give you our full honor and thanks. Inspiration, we thank you.
Inspiration, we thank you.
And Earth Mother, sacred Colorado, foundation and strength, we give you full honor and praise. Colorado, Earth Mother, we thank you.
Earth Mother, Colorado, we thank you.
Go now in peace, carry these blessings into the world, and know that you are loved and supported. Walk with wisdom. Walk with wisdom from this hallowed place. Walk not in sorrow, our roots shall e'er embrace. May strength be your brother, and honor be your friend, and luck be your lover until we meet again. Happy solstice, everybody!